Well, are we ready for this? I don't think we are.
Are we ready?
Buttermilk, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, pop girlies. Pop girlies.
Have we recovered from the Madonna setlist fantasy extravaganza episode? Probably not.
Has anybody I know texted me about it? No, because I
Nope.
don't think anyone's. Has anybody listened to it?
Have you listened to it?
The
Yes,
episode?
dear listener, have you listened to it?
Oh, other. Yeah, have you? I thought you were asking me. I was like, I was there.
I listened to it last night. I'm not even joking.
I'm really excited to re-listen. Well, not I haven't listened to it yet on my own because I was there when it was written, but
Yeah.
I'm excited to listen to it over again. We do have at this moment in time 54 views on the YouTubes for it.
Okay.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's actually
Thank,
pretty good,
thank
isn't
you,
it?
everyone.
That's pretty good, I think.
Yes.
Has anyone tried the Madonna setlist video? I thought the Madonna setlist video was lovely.
Lovely. Setlist Fantasy Extravaganza. I thought it was
Yeah,
lovely.
the title was really funny.
I was like, what if I just.
It was really funny. Good job.
It was amazing.
Well, who is ready to recap the year that was 2025?
I mean,
I mean,
I think I am.
So this is our second time doing an end of year review, but this is our first full calendar year, being the heads of the state of Pop Girlies Nation.
Yes.
And I mean, how do we feel about an entire full calendar year preaching gospel to people? Like, how does that make you feel, Maria?
oh my God. I wear it with pride. And it's a big responsibility distributing arts to the people, but of course it would fall on the three of us, you know?
And
Yeah.
then, Drew, what do you think about, a full year of Pop Girlies propaganda being spread?
I feel moved.
Oh, well, good.
Nothing fails. I feel so moved.
It all comes back to Madonna.
As everything should. Well, we're going to do the same format that we did last year. So we are going to give you each of our top five fave songs of the year and our top five fave albums of the year. But first, we will start off with an honorable mention. And this could be a song released this year, but it doesn't have to be. Just something that we wanted to include, shout out, give spotlight to, all of that kind of stuff. And so we're going to kick this little mini section off, as
Okay.
we're going to do with all the sections, with a Drew Fork, Maria Spoon, Levi Knife realness order.
Yeah.
Yes. And I also think we should mention too that for our top five songs and albums, the same artist cannot be repeated twice. And
Yes.
that is a major factor in
Yeah.
how we build our lists. So
But I
Isn't
think
that
it makes
really?
it more fun.
I do too,
yeah,
because I think that like they could just be the same lists. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think
right,
that they could be
totally.
like very similar, and I think that's boring. And I think it's more fun to be able to highlight more people.
Yeah, I agree.
Agree.
Because I'm all at it's at the Pop Girlies, Socialist People's Republic. We're all about spreading the wealth and giving shine to all people.
Well, it would just be all Madonna.
Right. Even things that weren't released this year, even though
Right. I mean, yeah.
me
So,
listing all of Veronica Electronica.
I mean,
It could happen. Who
it
knows?
could happen.
It could
Okay,
happen.
Drew, what is your honorable mention for
Okay.
2025?
So, I had actually a really hard time. This year was a really strong year in music for me. So, that's the only time I'm going to say it because I feel like I could say that before every single pick that I choose. Um, but this one I wanted to include. It's an album that didn't make my top albums, but definitely one that I've been listening to all year. Um, and I also loved getting to talk about it on the podcast. Yeah, and it's the Death Becomes Her cast recording.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's really shocking that you would talk about that.
That's
yeah.
insane.
Well, so
Wow.
what song specifically that will include on the playlist? What song are you going
Oh,
to
what song? Tell
highlight?
Me Ernest.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll include that on the
Of
playlist.
course.
Yeah.
That being all of our number ones was so crazy.
Yeah, so it's a really great episode. If you want to hear more about it, or if you also like Death Becomes Her, you should definitely check out that episode.
Megan
Yes.
Hilty, if you are out there, I am free, available Thursday night. Please let me know if you are available Thursday night when I am free.
Yes.
Do you not know what that is?
No.
That's like a meme format. Marie, you know that format,
Yeah,
right?
yes, yeah, of
Yeah.
Of
course.
course, of course. Drew doesn't, but that's okay.
Where are you trying to meet her? For drinks or
That's just like that's the copy pasta of like it, we're like you're talking
copy pasta?
you've
Yeah,
never heard of
copy
that?
pasta.
That's like we don't have time for all
We
this.
have to explain
This is
so
not
much.
really 2025 year in review, girl.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is not the Drew Education Center. Like,
This
Okay.
is
we got
not
other
internet
things to do.
literacy right now.
Okay, Maria, what's your honorable mention?
Okay, so my honorable mention is a song that was not released this year, but I felt strongly about wanting to make my honorable mention my most listened to song of the year that was not on an album that was put out this year. And that was Love Profusion by Madonna.
I
So,
mean,
Somehow she still makes it. Every
yeah,
year in review, she will always be on.
Maria,
yeah.
is there too much confusion?
Well, yes.
There's a lot of
Um,
confusion.
and according to my Spotify Wrapped playlist, it says that I listened to Love Profusion 46 times.
Whoa.
Period.
So,
Period.
how about
Okay,
that?
amazing. Well, mine is also not from a song released this year, from an artist from this. It was not a 2025 release, and one of my goals for my music listening for 2025 was to listen to more new music, like new to me music, kind of expand my reach a bit. And one of the big discoveries for me this year was kind of shepherded a bit by Maria, and we've alluded to this journey on the episodes of the canon in Pop Girlies, but it's Bjork. My journey has been big this year. It's been a big through line for the year. She's become one of my favorite artists, and I'm going to go as kind of representative, a song that I haven't mentioned yet and highlighted, and I'm going to do Pagan Poetry from Vespertine. Pagan Poetry, just one of the great songs. Um, I love him. I love him. Wait, that was kind of a good Bjork.
That
Wait,
was
that
a
was
good
really good.
Bjork.
Wait, that was
Okay,
really
Katya.
okay. My God, that was good. Um,
Naked
so
Poetry is literally one of the songs of all
it's
time.
one of the. I mean, it's just one of the. It's one of the songs. It's in the Great Icelandic Songbook. It's terrific. So
Yeah,
yeah, Bjork was a
totally.
huge part of my 2025, and I wanted to highlight her here. So okay, that's the honorable
Great.
mention section.
Honorable
Woo!
mention.
Okay, this is going to be life changing. We're going to find out
I know, I'm really
our
excited.
top five songs, each of us. I, I was about to say something stupid. I was about to say, well, I know what mine are going to be because obviously I do, but I really kind of don't know I don't really know what the two of you are going to do. I don't really know. I don't know. I do fear that Miss Perry will show up in Drew's because she only had a song eligible, not an album.
Right.
So I do think that's going to show up here. But other than that, I think it's kind of fair game. So,
Yeah.
Drew, take us away. What are your
Yeah.
top five?
I'm really happy with where my songs um, came out. And I feel like songs were a lot harder than the albums for me. I feel like this was a huge album year, so all my top albums kind of weeded out all of the songs. But the five songs that I landed with, I'm very happy with. My number five is a song I definitely preferred this song over the whole album release of this year. Um, but it was earlier in the year, and when I was kind of revisiting the releases of this year to go back to, I forgot how much of a gem this song is, and it's Relationships by Haim. I listened to that song so much on repeat when it came out, and I just really love it. I think it's probably like a top three favorite Haim song, with Los Angeles being my number one. So it's probably my second favorite. Um, yeah, I really love it, and I feel like it's more of like a spring summer vibe. But really love it. And then my number four is another song that came out kind of earlier in the year, but definitely made a lasting impression throughout the entire year. And it's Miss Marita's diva doll. It's Miss Abracadabra by
Nice.
Lady Gaga. And then my number three is, I mean, yeah, it's one of my favorite songs of the year. It is Everybody Scream by Miss Flo.
Yeah.
I listened to that so much on repeat. I think it's one of the coolest album openers ever. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, that's just what it is. And then my number two is Band-Aids.
Whoa, number two.
Yes. I love Band-Aids. Obviously, I'm really happy with this release and this new direction that Katie's going back in. If you listen to our 143 episode, we talk about how we would love for her to get back into the pop rock kind of bag that she debuted with one of the boys. And I feel like that's what we're getting next. I'm really excited for hopefully maybe KP7 in 2026. So maybe Katie will be back. But yeah, I love Band-Aids. I've listened to Band-Aids so many times. But my number one is just a song that has like really stuck with me since it came out. I think it's yeah, it's just I think it's such a hit, and this artist is an artist that I loved when I first listened to her. But she didn't land on my wrap up last year. And I I definitely regret that because I think I underestimated how much I really love her. But this song is just to me like a top tier song in every element. I have listened to it on repeat since it came out, and it's The Subway by Chappell Roan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I
that
will
was
say I was shocked that I was the only person who mentioned Good Luck Babe last year.
I know.
That was a
I
bit,
immediately regretted it.
yeah, I'm gonna say I kind of was the only gay rights activist
Gay
in that
rights.
moment. Like I will say that.
Yeah, but she gets her flowers this time
I did
because
not
that
know that that
song.
was like your number one. I didn't that I
Yeah,
never would have guessed that.
yeah.
Whoa.
I think it's
Whoa.
like a dynamite song, like on every element. So
I mean, it's a
yeah,
great song. Yeah, I love that song.
I would love for it to win the Grammys. It's not winning for. I think that would be so cool. But
I kind of think it could win. I think it could maybe win pop solo.
yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I don't really know
totally.
what else.
Well, yeah, because
Flag
it's
or
not
whatever.
Abracadabra
No,
in
because
Pop Solo.
it's disease, and I don't see it being disease.
Yeah, I think maybe that's one where Gaga might not get
Yeah,
it.
I would
Right.
say that's
It
an
could be
easy.
Man Child.
Oh yeah, that could win. Manchild could do it. The Subway could do it. Um, yeah, I would vote for the Subway out of these options. I would. I think
Yeah.
I would kind of love a messy Lola Young win just for the meme of it all. Like
Yes.
I think that would make me happy.
Yeah.
Honestly, if any of them won besides Justin Bieber, though, I'll be happy. If Justin Bieber wins, I will think it is.
I don't think it's the JB win. That's not what
Well,
I'm sensing.
I hope to hell that it
I
isn't.
feel like he always gets over nominated and then he just never wins.
Yeah, because yeah. Well,
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Well,
well. Okay, that's
okay.
cool. I love that pick as your top pick. I love that
Yeah.
pick. Maria, do you like the Subway?
well, yes.
It came out the weekend that Marie and I went to Detroit.
Yes, it
And
did.
so we literally just randomly in quiet moments would just, she got away.
We would just, if there was ever a lull in the room, we would just start singing it at each
I
other.
mean that really is like the musical moment. The bridge of that song, the build. I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
I will say something I really admire about that song is I think it's really hard when artists debut songs live before they
Yes, I
release,
agree.
like a recorded version of it. I think so often the recorded versions do not like hold up to the live performance of the song. And,
Yep.
I know there are artists that I love that like I've like fallen in love with something when they've debuted it live. And then when I hear the recorded thing, there's something missing or it takes me a long time to
Yep.
get into it. And I think
Yeah.
that really props to Chapel for taking her time, making sure that this recorded version of the subway was
Yeah.
what it needed to be, because I think it's like immediate
Yeah.
to me, it like immediately was everything I wanted it to be
I
from
mean,
the live version.
The Giver, I think, is a good example of the other way. I
Yes,
mean, I
yes, because I
think the
think the
live
SNL performance is
performance.
way better than the recorded version.
Yeah, I agree.
Agree.
Okay, Maria, let's get into your top five songs.
Okay. Okay, honestly, quick question. Can we include a song that was released this year, but it's like technically not from this year, but it was like put onto streaming services and made widely available for the first time this calendar year?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
She
Whatever
lists
that
five
means.
songs that like fully just didn't come
That
out
changes
this
the
year.
whole list. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Hmm.
So, and I also would like to emphasize that I'm a big album listener. Therefore, most of my top tippity top songs of the year are not represented in the top five songs, and that's why this list looks so like eclectic and kooky. Um, but my number five song is going to be a single that was released this year by the band Inhaler. I might have mentioned them before. Their lead singer is Bono of U2's son. And they released a song this year called Hole in the Ground, and that song is really, really great. Love that song. My number four song is from one of my favorite artists ever, who's like low-key kind of like in his perma flop era as of like this whole decade so far. But this song off the album was really, really great. And it's Dracula by Tame Impala.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, I know like that was a very that album got a lot of like polarized reception. Where were you on that album?
I think people were being like a little bit dramatic about it being like awful unlistenable. Like it's definitely not that. Um, but I feel like he kind of keeps like making music that's in this like weird gray area of like it's not dance music, but it's also not like lo-fi like house music. Like I don't know. I feel like he kind of keeps making this like middle of the road music that like no one can really like decide whether they're like on board or not for. But Pitchfork gave it like a really, really dramatic low score. I can't quite remember what it was, but it was like, oh my gosh, guys, let's put our thinking caps back on. It's really not that bad.
That's really shocking. That doesn't sound like them at all.
Right, 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 right. But like I gave it a full listen, when it came out, and I'm like, nothing's really sticking out to me except for this song. Um, And yeah, I don't know what Kevin's deal is, but like, whatever. It's fine, We'll
You
always
know,
have the
he
upbeat Tame
achieved
Impala
pop
albums that are
perfection
good.
with Perfect Illusion, and he just never needed to do something perfect again.
Right. Like he's producing really great songs, but then when it comes to his own music, it's like, why are we in our flop era? But all that to say, I mean, I really like this song.
So, did you
So,
like the album before this one, or is that
um,
kind of a similar
that was
vibe?
fine. I thought it was
Because
fine.
there's an out. What is it called? Something the
The Slow
sound, the
Rush.
slow rush that, and it's the sand cover, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
But then Currents is the one before,
Yeah.
and that's like Smash, correct?
That's Smash extravaganza.
Yeah,
That's like
that's
how do you follow currents,
yeah.
Like he low key did kind of have to do an impossible task, and the people are hating him for it. It's
That's
like when you make a 10 out of 10, it's like what do you do after that?
I don't
So
know. I don't know what to do.
my number three is Everybody Scream.
Oh, that's the same
Everybody
placement as
Scream.
Drew's.
Yeah.
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 Whoa.
Everybody scream!
I mean, monumental song. My number two, this is where my question comes into play. Super Pop by Madonna.
Girl, super bop
Drew, why is that
makes
on
me.
your
Christ.
I
list?
choke.
Jesus Christ. I
That
mean,
is crazy.
hey,
I mean, it should count because it was not eligible in whenever Confessions came out.
2005.
girl, BC, Super Pop.
Yeah.
Now we're here.
Yeah, that's
Super
true.
Pop number two. Number one, Nettles by Ethel King.
Mm. Great
Whoa.
pick.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I mean,
Yeah.
that song's
Seismic.
everything.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Um, and yeah, I mean, I know we were all kind of like lukewarm on the Willoughby Tucker of it all. And I do think that Nettles was like the clear supermodel
Oh,
of the
I
rest of the
mean, to
girls.
love me is to suffer me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so
Shakespeare
that's my
witches.
list.
Okay,
That's a great
cool.
list.
Yeah, it's a great list.
Thank
Both of you guys have
you.
great lists.
Super pop.
I'm kind of gagged that you didn't try to noodle that in.
No.
No.
Just all
No.
these divas, it's hard.
Yeah.
Okay. So getting into my list, I also had a hard time with my songs. I would say more than my albums. My albums kind of came pretty seamlessly. So my number five is an artist that I was trying really hard to fit into either of my lists because she had a really big year, was releasing things all throughout the year. We've discussed her multiple times on the pod. And at first, I wasn't sure if I was going to find a place, but I ended up deciding on this fifth slot in the songs, and I'm very happy that I did. And so my fifth slot is Lonely But Exciting Road by FK Twigs. Um,
Nice.
yeah, I love you, Sexua. I loved it when it came out, and then it was really absent for the majority of the year for me, but then it had a big revival in the autumn. In like October, November, I just really kind of was in my Eusexua era again. And it was right kind of as she released Afterglow and then this like alt version of Eusexua. And Lonely But Exciting Road is just, I think, a immediate like all-time FK Twig song for me. It's like her she's already kind of playing with some Kate Bush stuff, I would say, throughout the album. Like Keep It Hold It to me is very Kate Bush, and I think we talked about that on the
Yeah.
episode. But Lonely But Exciting Road also has this kind of like lush, like Kate Bush cathartic quality, in a way that kind of works for me more than the Keep It Hold It Kate Bush of it all does. And yeah, I just really relate to it with kind of where I'm at in my life, and it's like beautiful. To me, it's the one song from the alt version that I would take over the song that it replaces. And I love Wonderlust. I believe Wonderlust was my number one song when we did
Yeah.
the episode. I wouldn't stick with that now, but I do think Lonely But Exciting Road's a better closer. So I love that song. My number
Oh.
four is also from Miss Ethel. I was
Ooh,
also pretty lukewarm on Willoughby. Seeing it live, like a few songs clicked for me, like Tempest kind of clicked and Waco, Texas kind of clicked a bit more. But mine actually isn't Nettles, although I love that song. Mine is Fuck Me Eyes. To me, that's my supermodel
yeah.
from the Willoughby Tucker era. I think that song is incredible. And I- Ethel, if you're listening, here's my note as somebody who loves you and is rooting for you. I get that you are like not into like being big. Like I know that you do not want to kind of be bigger than I would say you are. Like I understand that like she didn't love the kind of attention that American Teenager got her. And I kind of think that Willoughby Tucker is a bit of a response to that because it is so much less accessible than Preacher's Daughter is in kind of I think almost every category. And so maybe it's like basic of me to pick like the synthy poppier song as my fave, but I'm gonna tell you this, Ethel, as somebody who thinks you're incredible. I don't think that you should be resisting your melodic talents the way that you do because she is such a unique and specific lyrical perspective, and that's present in everything she does. But melody's great, and I don't think the absence of melody makes you a more serious or like alternative artist. I think the songs can just sometimes suffer because of it, especially when we're at the slow pace that we like to go with Ethel. Preacher's Daughter, even the slow songs, the melodies are like super wonderful. And I think that this song is an example of like, you are so good at melodies. You're awesome at production. You're awesome with lyrics, but like, you're also wonderful with melodies. And I don't think that you should deny that just because you don't want to be a big pop star. You can still not be a big pop star and still give us melodies. So that's my preacher, my preach to the preacher's daughter. My number three is an artist who I love very, very much. I I could have put her on my albums list, but I chose to highlight some other stuff that to highlight artists that I couldn't put on my songs list. I moved her to my songs list. But it's Addison Rae, who had an amazing year, friend of the pod. We love her very, very much. You know, as the real pop Girlies historians know, she was my very first pick for Hot Track. And I've been there
Mhm.
since the beginning. I have evangelized Addison Rae for a very, very long time. And I do think that her nomination at the Grammys is partly because of my endorsement. And my pick, my number three is Headphones On, which is just like incredible. It's her doing bedtime stories, and it's amazing. I think that the lyrics are like kind of profound. It has one of the best choruses of the year. Love it. My number two is from somebody, another person, friend of the pod, who had a huge year, one of the biggest years of her career, so well deserved. It's really kind of felt like a victory lap to me. Kind of this entire last 12 months has just been a real like spotlight on how wonderful this artist is and how loved they are. And I went with the song instead of the album because I love the album. And my like personal fave is not the song that I'm about to say, but I think the objective best one is the song that I'm about to say. And it's a song that like was really just like such a cultural moment. And of course, it's Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. I mean, like immediate like classic in the gay club canon. And like the experience of being at a gay club kind of fucked up when Abracadabra comes on is an experience I believe everybody should have. Like it's a uniter. And it really is just like a representation of like everything that Gaga is the best at. And like one of the moments of the year, which I'm sure Maria will talk about in her albums. I wonder what her favorite album is going to be. I have no idea. Um, is the Grammy premiere of the music video. Like
Yeah.
when that came on, you could feel culture shift. You could feel the world change. It was pretty incredible. And then my number one, maybe a gag to some people, I don't know. It's from Taylor. So Taylor's not on my albums list. Yeah, I know. I
Don't
know.
stop.
Many people will be surprised. I love Showgirl, and I am not gonna. I don't deal with terrorists, so if you're a terrorist, get off my live chat. But I like it wasn't my favorite album released this year. I gave it a 10 on the episode because you guys pissed me off so much, and it was my protest score. I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 album, but I don't think it's a 5.8, whatever the fuck Pitchfork gave it. Like another that was like just like
Cruel.
the quality of like the vocal production on this album alone, like how expensive it sounds, like it's not a 5.8. It's a very good pop album. It doesn't, it's not the best pop, it's not the best Taylor album ever. I don't think it's the best Taylor album released this decade or in the last 2 years. But there are some discography highlights. And this is another example where my personal fave is not the song that I went with. Because as you all know, my personal favorites were in the Friendship, the Song You Are, the Nobel Prize winner you are, the Presidential Medal of Freedom winner you are. But the song of the year for me, the hit smash of the year, 100%. This, along with my number one on my albums, is the pick that I felt the strongest about. The Fate of Ophelia, the smash hit that you are. The Fate of Ophelia, I'm gonna say it. I'm breaking the news right here. Might be my favorite Taylor lead single ever. It is so seismic in every way. It is a song that never gets old. I can't, when I try to listen to Showgirl, I don't make it past track one. I don't even get to hear Elizabeth Taylor because I can't stop listening to this fucking song. It is so good. It's something completely different than anything she's ever done. And it's a song that even people who hate Taylor and hate Showgirl have told me personally that they love. Anecdote for the culture. Two of my best friends, Zach and Eric, who is this proof that how good of a person I am because I'm so close with people who are Tay triers. And they were very not kind as punks about the Showgirl era.
Oh,
So we went out on Thanksgiving night because they're my Thanksgiving sisters. And we were at Sidetrack, and Eric was about to leave. And so Eric left because he was Miss Early that night. And then Zach leaned over to me and was like, "Oh my God, now that Eric's gone, I really hope they play The Fate of Ophelia. I can't talk about it at home because he'll get mad at me. But oh my God, that song is so good." And when you can convince the biggest of Tay triers, the most severe of Tay triers, I've seen And that's just one of the thousands of stories out there of people who hate Showgirl who say, Fate of Ophelia, though. It's just everything. It's the chorus of the year, it's the pre of the year, the verse of the year, the ad lib of the year when she goes, Ophelia. It's every time I listen to it, it's that gift that I love of the monkey getting sucked into the tornado. So yeah, that's my song of the year.
Huge.
Huge.
Many people will be surprised. Many people, and I'll name them.
I
I was
I honestly expected this.
Did you expect Fate of Ophelia or Ruin the Friendship?
I thought it was going to ruin the friendship, though.
It was for a long time, but then I just realized, you know what? It's not. It actually is the fate of Ophelia. It's the fate of
Right.
Soty.
You think it until you realize that you don't think it.
Yeah, you think it is,
Crazy.
and then you don't think it is. I mean, should I have kissed you anyway? Of course.
Well, yes.
Well, yes, of course. But I'm sorry, like
I don't know why, but every time I hear ruin the friendship, I think of I don't know why. I think of the photo of Mikey Madison in the last scene of Honora where she like turns over in the car.
my God, that's
I don't know why. Like, should have kissed you anyway because like the camera looks like she's about to kiss you, kind of.
That's so. Have you guys seen the TikToks of Wicked for Good edited to friendship?
Oh
No.
my God, no.
Because it's like people who like ship them as lesbians, Gelfie shippers. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like her, like Glinda crying with the hat, like looking out at Chistery with like, should have kissed you anyway.
Oh my God, that is out of this world.
Yeah.
Wait, have you seen a canceled No Good Deed edit yet?
No, we got to make it. We have to make it.
We have to contract someone to make it.
We have to contract someone to make it.
Do
Um,
do the fan cam editors are they contract employees? Do we help them?
I mean, Maria ruined canceled for me because I was bopping.
I can't listen to it without thinking
Without
it's
thinking of No Good
phenomenon.
Literally, I can't. I
And
can't.
for context, in case anyone doesn't know, we were live texting each other during our first listen of Showgirl, and the second canceled started, I said, "Oh my God, this is Taylor's No Good Deed."
And she immediately ruined it. Immediately, I can't have an objective relationship with that song because
Like-
I just see
like-
Elphaba.
The last chorus when she does like
No,
that
I know.
weird breath, it's like she's like
She's right. It's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. Oh, it's so good.
a great all you drag queens out there.
Great,
Great drag queen performance.
great number.
That would
Give
be
us
great.
credit, ho. Okay, let's get into our albums.
Yeah.
Drew.
Yes.
Well, I can't wait to see where this is going. So, let's see.
Get into it.
Okay. So, my albums were really easy to put together, and these 5 albums are my top 5 albums. So, like, I didn't take any from the albums to put into my songs.
These top 5 albums are my top.
Well, last year they weren't. I had a mix and match, and it was a mess.
Right.
But this year the albums were too good. They had to be recognized as the divas that they are. So my number 5 is The Life of a Showgirl.
I kind of thought that's what it was going to be.
Yeah, she did it for me.
And like the haters are the haters should like stop hating. Don't do it.
I mean, she did it for me. There's only that one Floptina. There's only
Yeah.
Eldest Daughter.
Floppa's daughter.
But I mean, that's fine. Everything after this had a Floptina on it too. So
Sometimes
Gaga.
flop. Sometimes, well, I know your list, and I know one of those songs, one of those albums, does not have a flop Tina on.
well, no. I'm saying like album 6
Oh,
and
6 through 10.
below.
Got it.
They all have Floptinas too.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, flop Tinas happen to the greatest of smashes.
yeah. So yeah, they're Gaga. And my number 4 is when this album came out, I would have told you that it would have made it as my number 1. So it's kind of crazy that it's now my number 4. An artist I've loved forever, who I got to see live this year, really amazing. And it's Wishbone by Conan.
Well,
Yeah.
Your list, Drew, he keeps me in the loop. And your list changed quite a bit this year. There was fluctuation.
Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, but I love Wishbone. I think it's like pretty perfect. Um, but yeah, I love these three that I'm gonna mention more. So, yeah. My number three. So my two and three were ones that I was having the hardest time figuring out where they were gonna put. And I made the executive decision like an hour ago that I was gonna do this. So my number three is Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter. I love this album so much. She had my favorite album last year. And I saw her live this year for the first time, which was really amazing. But yeah, I really love it. But just the two divas before this were just bigger
Bigger divas.
divas. Yeah. Uh, and my number two is this little queen we like to call Virgin.
This little queen.
I mean, come on. Like, literally, just no skips. Amazing. I saw the ultrasound tour. Fucking incredible. Like, Lord is so back. We're back on the dance floor. She's
Because some of
back
us,
doing.
she never left. Because some of us were there
Well,
for Solar
no,
Power.
she never
Some
left.
of us were there in 2021 defending it with our lives. Some of you
Yeah.
hoes who were listening to Virgin and enjoying it were not there. And I will name your names
Yeah.
because you shouldn't be allowed to enjoy it when you hate it so.
Yeah. I mean, no, yeah. We love solar power. Let's not get that twisted.
We're kind of the OG Solar Power Warriors, if you think about it.
Yeah, we kind of are. I don't really know anyone else who.
No. Drew and I are kind of afflicted with always having correct opinions about albums that everybody else doesn't like.
Well, I was ready for. I mean, after solar power, I feel like you loved it, but I feel like we all have to be ready for Dance Lord back.
For synths, we got to get the synths
Right.
back in the section. Yeah.
Yeah, we were ready. Um, but yeah, I mean, from what was that, I was like so on board. So amazing. What was that and Hammer were my number two and three most listened to songs of the entire year. So love that. And then my number one,
I think we all
genuinely,
know.
I think this is the greatest debut album ever made.
Yeah. Fuck you, Beatles.
Fuck you, Beatles. Sorry, Lord.
Bjork, you will never be famous.
And it's Who's the Clown
Yeah.
by Queen Audrey Hobart.
Godric.
You are that woman. You will always be that woman. And
Because
you're forever
Audrey,
that
Audrey is
woman.
what?
Culture.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, there's no word. I mean, you have to go listen to our episode. But I mean, it's perfect. It's spectacular, amazing, gorgeous, beautiful. Culture.
Yeah, it's cultural.
Yeah. So there you go.
That's a
Gagging.
great list. Great list.
Great
Very
list.
like exactly what I would think it would be for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
It's a French Bernays.
Yeah, I mean it's a girl.
It's a
Fritz
who's the clown.
Bernays. Fritz, did you say French?
Oh, I did. Sorry. It's a Fritz Bernays.
It's
Sorry.
a Fritz Bernays. I don't know what the fuck a French Bernays is.
I know. I don't know why I said that.
I mean, it's a Fritz Bernays.
Yeah, it's Fritz Bernays. It's Who's the Clown.
It's Who's the Clown.
Right.
Okay, Marita.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So this was a year of, I think, like major monumental Maria album releases.
That's true.
And you're totally right. You're right about that.
Yeah.
But well, and I mean, like with that being said, this was easy peasy.
Yeah,
This was
that's how mine
easy.
was too.
Yeah, but I did have to give it 1 millisecond of a second thought because I almost forgot the diamond of the list here. We'll get to it. So my number five, my number five is Lux by Rosalia.
Of course.
I mean,
Yeah.
the girl, she sings in like 13 different languages. This is beautiful. I mean, that's
It's
also
Lux.
culture. It's Lux. It's culture. My number four And I almost forgot to include this on the list because I forgot that it was released this year somehow. But she's the diamond of the list because
Where is the diamond?
because it's a debut album.
Mmm.
Who's the clown?
Who's the clown? Yeah, if you had forgotten that, you would have probably been kicked off the show.
Yeah.
I yeah.
And you would have deserved it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Um, but I something that we talk about sometimes is like if we could go back in time and like change what we said about an album when we first talked about it, or like change the score that we would have given it. This is definitely the episode where I wish I could go back in time. And well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like this was I didn't dislike it when we started. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to, but this grew on me so much and
It
has
you
become
you you grew.
great. It grew and it became scripture in a way that I really was not expecting it to. And yeah, I just love it so much. Godfrey Godbert released the best debut album, at least top 10 of all time.
Yeah.
And it's clownery.
Sour? Get out!
Get out!
Get out of my house.
What are you doing here in my fucking house?
For a poker face.
Oh, the mistress of mayhem.
Okay.
You telling
Okay.
mistress on me?
Right. My number three, Eusexual.
I was wondering where she was gonna go.
I was wondering about that.
I was, well, I'm glad everyone was thinking about that because I was thinking about it too. And I was like, where's it gonna go? Is it gonna be two? Is it gonna be three? It's three.
Now you do have to say, is it the reissue
Yeah,
or
what
is
version
it
of it? Because she just keeps popping them out.
Oh,
Deluxua
right.
or
This is OG standard first issue of Eusexual.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I kind of have a little bit of a bone to pick with all the folks on Twitter who are like, oh my God, finally the Eusexual reissue, it's finally listenable. All of those, all of those songs that were clearly just like label planted songs, like they're finally not on the album anymore. And I'm like, so you people don't know how to have fun,
So you're talking
clearly.
about Girl Feels Good like that?
They're talking about Girl Feels Good, they're talking about Childlike Things, and they're talking about one other one. And I'm like, I'm so
Wanderlust.
confused. Are you
Whoa. I
Girl,
don't think you're right.
no. People saying that are stupid. First of all, childlike things is fun.
it's fun and
It's
people
so
don't know how to
fun.
have fun. It's insane. It actually kind of makes me upset. Because because you can tell it's an opportunity for people to have an alternative opinion on something
Yeah.
that they think makes them sound cooler.
And
And it makes
morally
you sound lame.
superior and more esoteric and more intelligent. And they're nothing like that.
Right.
They're nothing of the sort.
And it's like, sorry you didn't understand childlike things on the first listen because I did.
Yeah.
And I know how to have fun. So I don't know what's wrong
Fuck
with some
yo.
people, but maybe you need to tap back into that childlike wonder that is clearly not
Yeah.
present.
Mm.
So something to think about, food for thought. Number two is Fancy That by Pink Panthers.
Yeah, there we
Whoa.
go. There we go. Maria classic.
That's an instant Maria classic. I know Pink Panthers. I know she's kind of in that TikTok teeny bopper crowd, but this music is so for me. I can't even stand it. It's so good, and I love it.
And she
And
fancies that.
I fancy that. I still haven't gotten tired of it. Which is crazy because it's a 20-minute mixtape technically, and no part of it has gotten old for me whatsoever. And I just think it's so cool, and she's so cool, and I was so glad to be able to see her live this year. So fancy that, number two. And if you can believe,
I wonder what this is gonna be.
I wonder.
if you can believe, something I was also kind of surprised did not make any of the other Pop Girlies album lists. Not gonna lie. But it's also okay. Is Mayhem by Gaga.
It
But
did
I
it.
mean, when my favorite artist of all time releases, it's World Stop. And 2025, can you believe? Well, because actually, I don't know. Weren't we actually supposed to get Mayhem like in like February or something, and then
Yeah,
it got
right.
delayed?
I
something like
think
that.
she said February, and then
Yeah,
shortly after the release date came out that it was March.
yeah. But it was just so special because Mayhem then was released on my birthday week.
Mm-hmm.
So it just felt like a big
I mean, that's why
celebration.
that happened. I mean,
She knew. She knew. I think she knew. Um, but yeah, I mean, I feel like this album just coming out this year was like a I feel like it was so special for a lot of different reasons, but um was able to see her live for the second time this year, went with Druita, and it was so special. And Levi went shortly after, and we all got to experience the Mistress of Mayhem at the Mayhem Ball, and it was lovely. And yeah, also the gaggery of Abracadabra being released during the Grammys was so cool. And I mean, yeah, go to our Mayhem episode if you want to hear me talk more about Mayhem. But I mean, yeah, it was written in the stars. This was always going to be my top album of the year. And
well, unless
I
it
don't
was
know.
awful.
Um
That's actually not true. I don't know about that.
I don't know. I mean, I'm actually gonna hold my tongue.
Yeah, I don't know.
So there's my list.
Amazing. I
Whoa.
will say Mayhem was definitely like very close to making my album list, but I just decided I felt stronger about having this moment be reserved for Abracadabra.
Yeah,
Because it was one of those where like there are albums that I really wanted to talk about that like I couldn't really find a specific song to highlight out. Like there wasn't like a standout song from some of the projects that I'm about to talk about that I could add to my songs list. Where for
yeah.
Mayhem, like Abracadabra for me was like specifically so special. So that's why
Yeah.
that was my justification. I don't know about Drew if he wants to defend or not. I don't know, but that
No,
that
yeah,
was my reasoning.
I always kind of knew that it was gonna be Abracadabra over the album. I think
Hmm.
just because my five were just so lock that
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I know Abracadabra is gonna be on mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
mean, yeah, she's definitely probably top 10 for sure for
Oh,
me. She'd
100%.
be in the next five.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So my turn. My five, I'm very excited to talk about. So my number five is Bloodless by Samia. Samia is an artist that I've talked about a few times throughout the Pop Girlies canon. I love Samia. I think she's one of the best songwriters working today. She has such a unique and specific voice as a songwriter. She makes very interesting indie music with influences of pop and rock and folk. And this album definitely, I would say, is her like rockiest, folkiest. It definitely has like the roughest edges, I think, of anything that she's written. Bloodless is just a really, really great album. Her voice as a writer is like hyper specific, very visual. Like every single line is like kind of like a standout thing that you think about. And a lot of like the way that she writes songs is very fragmented. So like she like just kind of like writes like fragments, line after line after line, and then like you as a listener like kind of piece together what she's talking about. I got to see her live in June and it was a really wonderful concert. She is a really great performer. Um some really incredible songs throughout this record. The project is just like so strong that like it just didn't really feel right to like pick one song to represent it. And I really wanted to highlight it in this way because it was released earlier in the year. Um and I think it's really great. So if you haven't listened to it, I definitely recommend that you do. Uh okay. My number four is Blood on the Silver Screen by Sasami. Sasami is another artist that I've talked quite a bit about on the pod. Uh, her song Slugger was the lead single from Blood on the Silver Screen, was on my top five songs of last year. And yeah, Blood on the Silver Screen is incredible. It's again was released very early in the year. I have had so many moments with it throughout the year. She's a really great writer. She's kind of a musical chameleon. Like her last album experimented a lot with like heavy metal, and this is like her like trying to be a pop star, like like playing with like that kind of like musical language. She has an understanding of hooks that is really like just so airtight. Like I think if she wanted to, she could like go to Sweden and like join like the Max Martin camp if she wanted to, because she just like understands how to make a melodic hook. I love the production on this record. I love her vocal performance. It's kind of like she has like a detachment and kind of like a cold approach to her vocals, which I think works really well with these songs. And yeah, I think that some of my favorite pop songs of the year, for sure, and of the last few years, are on this record. So kind of, I would say, like, if you like Haim, I think that you'd really like this album.
Totally. Yeah.
My number three, one of Levi's all-time faves, Virgin. Virgin by Lord. And I would like to address allegations that some of my fellow pop girlies have made to me via text message a few days ago that I do not give this specific album its flowers. I do. And
I in the re-listens department, I will say.
what?
In the re-listening department.
Well, and let me tell you the reason for that, why you may be taking it that way, is because at the time, I think I would have said when Virgin came out, it was such a gagatondra that I think I would have said it's my fave, Lord. And now I still do think it is Melodrama, and I think Melodrama is more listenable for me. Melodrama is an album I could listen to at any moment, at any time. Virgin, I do have to kind of be in a specific mood for, and I think part of it is like, I think it's a really heavy album. I would say it's her heaviest album. I think that it's very intense thematically. And Melodrama is a breakup album, but it like doesn't like go to the depths, in my opinion, that Virgin does. And I think that's one of the reasons why Virgin is so fascinating to me as a project. It is so vulnerable. I mean, the cover art is the perfect kind of representation of the vulnerability on display here. You know, the ultrasound photo, the X-ray, not ultrasound, the X-ray. You can see everything, and like I think that she really is like laying everything bare on here. It has some of the best songs, point blank, released this year. It has some of the best production. The songwriting here is incredible. It really is an album that I think is best consumed as a full project rather than just specific songs, which I think is pretty much true of Lord as a whole. So I do think it lacks the re-listenability of Melodrama, and I think because of that, I would say it probably is my number two Lord. But when you listen to Virgin as a whole, it's like it's
Yeah.
undeniable. It's an undeniable album, and I think if you do deny it, you're stupid and dumb. And I do think I tweeted hate at Pitchfork when they gave it the score that they gave it. I do think I was at Scarlet and I tweeted "fuck you" at Pitchfork,
Yes.
and I stand by it.
Wait, I love how you said that because and I mean, I don't, I feel like I am the opposite. I feel like melodrama for me, I get a
Mm.
little bit like I need to listen to this all the way through to actually consume it. And Virgin, I don't necessarily feel that way. Like I go back to some songs individually.
I
Well,
mean, I do too. Like I've had like the I think it's best consumed as a whole. I
Yeah,
really, and I think that's honestly, I think that's true of I think that is true of Melodrama.
yeah,
Melodrama
I
I
agree.
can't just put on at any moment, and I'm
Yeah,
100% in it. In Virgin, I kind of have to be in the specific headspace that it requires.
yeah.
But I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, I don't think so either. I just weird because I'm the opposite, but I understand why you would think that about
Well, you know
Virgin.
what's
So I don't
great?
know.
That's what makes the world go round. That we can have both viewpoints are valid
That we can consume Lord in a
in
different
a different
way.
way, and they're both kind and correct.
life is so crazy.
I know. I know. When you're normal and sane, that's how it happens.
I
So,
mean, like current affairs on loop on a walk home, crazy.
see, I think maybe part of it is I think if I listened to any of these songs on loop besides Hammer, I would end up harming myself. So I maybe that's the reason why that just isn't in the cards for me. Like if I went on a walk to David on repeat,
Well,
and it brought me into Lake Michigan.
that is self harm. That is
Yeah.
listening to David on loop is an act of self harm.
Honestly, more than once in a day, I'm kind of like on life support a little bit.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, it's so good though. It's so good.
Oh,
I had a moment with Broken Glass today. I had a big moment with Broken
stop.
Glass today.
I'm gonna make dinner after this, and I'm gonna listen to Virgin.
Like, did I cry
Well,
myself to sleep about that? Well, yes.
Yes.
well,
Well, I did. Okay, so my number two, another Levi all-time artist released another all-time record this year, as she is wont to do, and it is Everybody Scream by Miss
yes.
Flo. There was a moment where this was my number one, but it got usurped. But Everybody Scream is really incredible. Again, I think kind of building off of talking about Virgin, it's another extremely raw portrayal of Florence as an artist. I did a full listen through of it today, kind of in prep to talk about it, and it really is so visceral and it is so full of rage, and it's just in a potent way. It is like incredibly deep. She's really excavating every like crevice of her inner being, and it's in a completely different way than Lorde does because you know, Florence is kind of the queen of the metaphor and a figurative language. And so she doesn't like state it so plainly the way that Lorde does in Virgin, but like it's still just as vulnerable and raw. I mean, You Can Have It All is this like portrayal of like truly guttural pain that is just so powerful. And Love is one of my fave closers of the last few years. Uh, One of the greats I had a huge moment with today at a bus stop. It's a really phenomenal album, and I think that it's a career highlight for her. And I'm just so happy that she has had a moment. And I think that this album kind of marks a turning point in the way that critics are receiving her because she is somebody who hasn't always been given kind of the acclaim that I think she deserves, and like you maybe think that she would have already been receiving. And this is her most acclaimed album yet, her highest score on Metacritic. And so I really hope that this kind of represents people taking her seriously because when she came out, just her aesthetic was kind of dismissed and she wasn't taken as seriously as an artist in the way that she should have been. So she is one of the greats and she's one of my greats, and I love Everybody Scream. However, there's only like one objective correct answer, in my opinion. And it is an artist who I'm saying, and maybe I've already said it before, but without, because we say stuff all the time, like, oh, this is the greatest song of all time, or like, this is the great, whatever. We always are like kind of saying shit on here. I'm about to say this with every ounce of sincerity and seriousness that I have in my body. There's not a iota of irony or of winking or anything in this statement. Audrey Hopper is our generation's answer to Joni Mitchell. She is the artist who is writing true reflections of what it feels like to be alive as a Gen Z person in this moment. Her songs are genuinely deep, they're genuinely observant and perceptive and philosophical and wise and insightful. I learn about myself listening to Who's the Clown, and I learn about the people that I live around listening to Who's the Clown. Who's the Clown is the album of the year. Point blank, cut the camera's dead ass. To me, it is everything. She is fully formed. The second that she released To Me, she did everything an artist is supposed to do because she told you everything about herself with the debut single. Everything you need to know about who she is as a person, what kind of songwriter she is, what kind of view she's writing from is in Sumi. And it's in the entire album. I like to touch people. Are you kidding me? Every song, even Don't Come Back to His Ass, which we have all shaded multiple times, I'm like, song of the year. It is just that girl.
Go fetch it, it's a bone.
It's also so interesting because there's a breezy quality to the music. Part of it is because all the songs are so short and it's so easy to listen to, but it's also incredibly dense because she's saying so many things that like you can be listening to it for months and months and months, as I have been, and you still catch new moments. And I'm going to highlight one for you right now. And it is from Don't Go Back to His Ass. And let me say, so it's in the bridge when she's just really saying words a mile a minute. And it is so funny. And I never even noticed it until I was looking at Apple Music today and the lyrics in Apple Music. So I always thought that the lyric was, you look down to check your phone or the crinkle in your eye when I don't fake laugh at all your jokes. But what it actually is, according to Apple Music, is, or the crinkle in your eye when I don't fake laugh at all your joke. which is so funny and shady because she's already saying that he's not funny, but then she's saying, "Oh, all of your joke. You only have one joke because you're that insignificant of a comedian." Like her level of wordplay, it's so sophisticated, it's so precise. It is so intricate. Another thing that I just realized for the first time over the last 2 days, this weekend when I was high, walking back to the train from Marty Supreme, is in Bowling Alley, when the narrator sees the bowling alley, what word does she use to describe that image? Does anybody know? I see it and it's what? Going once, going twice?
Striking.
No, that's verse two.
Wait, striking.
Striking.
Because you're in a bowling
Striking
alley, you strike at a bowling alley. Got
when you
it.
strike at bowling alley. You get strikes at bowling alleys. It's that level of shit. Like, this is not something that you just made. Like, this shit is in different areas. And if no one else is going to talk about it, I will. I will be beating the Audrey Hobart drum until I die. I think that she is one of the artists of our generation. I think that if you're a true music lover, you get it. And I can't wait to see her just rule the world. She's everything to me.
She's so going to. I
She's
mean,
everything to me. And my New Year's song is Silver Jubilee. That is a song I'll be singing at New Year's.
Oh my God, yes.
Like the concept of putting your drinks up because it's drinks up now.
Because it's drinks up now.
Now. That song, Audrey Hopper, I have listened to Silver Jubilee and I have received your message. Like
I have received your message.
I understand the signals that you have been sending me. Silver Jubilee has had a chokehold.
it's also like an insane vocal highlight. Like I know she's not like trying to be that girl, but like she is that girl.
Come on, Audrey Houston, Audrey Dion, like Audrey Franklin, like that's what she is.
It's always the girls who aren't trying to be that girl end up being that girl.
Like when she performed "Sue Me" on Jimmy Fallon, she like
Ugh.
in the last chorus because she does that like crazy like vocal moment in like the background, like she just does, and it's like where did you come from, Christine?
I mean, Bridge of the Year is I'm sorry that your dog died. Sorry that I'm like your dream
well,
bride.
the best part is, and I'll see you in a Best Buy. You know that I think you're the best guy. Like that is just. But Silver Jubilee, I've just had such a moment with. I think so, like it really is a long and winding road. It really is. And one of the moments of the year for me, this is the last thing I'm gonna say, is in the bridge. Um, I don't really party. I just stay at home. But for the sake of the story, I'll throw it back to
Go
the
back
chorus.
to the chorus.
So here we go. It's so good.
The concept of putting your drinks up because it's drinks up now.
Like literally, literally. Also, I'm sorry, but her saying that you fell in love with me just because they paid you is so funny. So, yeah. Who's the clown moment of the year? Audrey Hobart, you are
Who's the gag?
Who's the
Who's the smash?
Who's the smash? Who's the philosopher?
Who's the AOTY?
Who's the oracle?
Who's the AOTY?
So yeah, Pop Girlies, thank you for a really amazing 2025. We love you so much, and we're so excited to do 2026 with you.
We love Pop Girlies Nation.
Pop Girlies is culture. Okay, Maria, what's your last message for 2025?
Listen to music, respect other people's opinions, and
Audrey Hobart.
Hey. This one's mine. Listen to music, respect other people's opinions. Pop girlies are culture.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Drew,
Yeah.
what's your last message?
Uh, if I were a song, I would be super pop.
You got
What the
me.
hell, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's our show. We love you so much, Pop Girlies.
Wait,
We love you, Taylor.
Levi, what's yours?
That's what it was.
That-
the life of a
That's
showgirl.
Life of a
And
Showgirl reference. I
Oh,
was referencing. I was unafraid to reference or not reference. Is what that was.
got it.
Is what. No,
you getting it?
my final message is I just want to thank everybody so much who listens to the podcast, whether you've only listened once, whether this is the first time you've listened, whether you've been there since day one. This has really been just such an incredible bonding thing for the three of us. I have found a lot of meaning and purpose in creating this little tiny world. And I just feel very grateful to anybody who's ever clicked on a video or clicked on an episode. Yeah, so just thank you so much for listening to the shit that we say, because we say a lot of it. And
Hmm.
very, very grateful to everybody who listens. So,
Yay.
Love.
yeah. And that is our show. We love you so much. See,
I'm getting
Maria,
it. I'm getting
what
it.
I'm getting
you getting
it.
it?
Yes, I'm getting it.
Okay.
Woo.
Okay.
See
Well,
you next year.
see you next year. And
See,
Drew, what are we gonna say?
Shanti.
There we go.
Bye.
Bye.